Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the Golden Sky. It is Sunday the 14th of September 2025. Well guys, the Tricky Reds have done it once again, haven't we? Arne Slot's Tricky Reds have done it once again. Literally about 2 in real life minutes ago, Mo Salah scored a penalty to win Liverpool the game 1-0 away at Burnley. I'm absolutely buzzing once again. We're 4 out of 4 with late winners. The Tricky Reds have done it again. Guys, today is the ratings, the match ratings. I am recording these the moment the game is finished here. Yeah, absolutely buzzing once again. Cannot believe another late winner has happened. So if you are new around here, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you do enjoy the video. Please do drop a like on the video, comment away, and subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, so if we can help me out by clicking that subscribe button, that would be much, much appreciated. Because if you aren't as buzzing as I am after watching that game, once again, a 5th or 6th minute winner from Mo Salah, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You've come to the right place if you want the raw match reaction. And today is the ratings for all the players. Wow, I am buzzing, ladies and gents. Absolutely buzzing. Oh, let's get into it then. First of all, got a few people I'd like to address in this before we get into our players. Okay, let's start off. Hannibal Mejbri, 10. Thank you very much. Brilliant play from you. Just to handball it in the box there. Give Liverpool a penalty. 10 out of 10 for you. Former United player, of course. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 for you. You can fuck off. That's a message to you, mate. Thank you very much. He had his head like this. Absolutely gutted. Laughing all the way to the bank. Thank you very much, mate. See you later. Hope you enjoy your season at Burnley. Yeah. Cheers. Well done to you. Who else? Scott Parker. 0. What the hell is that coat he's wearing? It looks like he's in the American Revolution or something, with like stripes on his coat arm or whatever. He's got like little fluffy sleeves at the end. Oh, look at me with his quiff. Yeah, you can fuck off as well. Hope you enjoy managing Burnley. We beat you 9-0 last time we played you, and now I beat you in the last minute. So see you later, Scott. Thanks for coming. Who else have we got? Oh, Jamie Carragher. I'd like to say a special mention to Jamie Carragher today for being the most annoying commentator of the season so far. Well done. Thank you, Jamie. Spent the entire game saying how well Burnley were playing. I think Burnley had about 1.5% possession in that game, maybe. Brilliant performance from Burnley. Honestly, if you were blind, right, and you watched that game and you were just listening, you would think Burnley were Liverpool in that game, and they were absolutely bossing it, because Carra would have you believe that Burnley were playing amazing and Liverpool were playing crap. Burnley made about a combined total of maybe 22 passes in the whole game, 1.5% possession, didn't have a touch in our box, did one shot maybe that went over the bar harmlessly, but no, in Carragher's mind, brilliant performance, and they were so hard done by. Oh, they were so hard done by. Oh, it was just so cruel, wasn't it? It was just so cruel. Well, sorry guys, you can't handball it in the box. I don't know if you've learned that rule of football. Carragher, 0. You can fuck off as well. See you later, Cara. Liverpool then. Is there anyone else before I get into the players that I want to talk to today? Oh, we did have a Premier League corrupt as fuck chant as well. That was great. Thank you, Burnley, for bringing that one out again. The worst chant in the history of the Premier League. And believe it or not, this was because Liverpool got a corner that Burnley didn't think was a corner. So, corruption going on in the Premier League. Oh, I just loved hearing how quiet they were after our goal winning. Didn't you all just love it, lads? If you're Liverpool fans watching this, didn't you just love it when the Burnley fans were silent once that penalty went in, even when it was given? Oh, it was just, I could just bask in it all night, I tell you. So, right, let's do some match ratings then, shall we? I think that's everybody who I wanted to, give a little special mention to start the game. Hang on, actually, one more. Michael Oliver. Okay. Tackled us 3 times maybe in that game. So good to know that Burnley had the low block plus the ref running around in midfield. Claude Makelele there. Performance from Michael Oliver. Breaking up play. Brilliant performance from you. 0 out of 10. Thank you very much. And you might have guessed it, you can fuck off as well. So thank you very much for coming, Michael Oliver. Hope to see you again never in the season. Thank you. And we'll go to Alisson Becker. to start this match ratings. What? How do you rate Alisson in that match? A match where he had to do precisely nothing. Do you know what? Just because I'm being kind, I'm giving him a 10. Because he must be bored. He must be bored shitless in the net there. Honestly, he really must be. What was he actually doing? Someone must have given him an iPad, surely there to when the fellas in the dugout, the coaches and all that, and they have the little laptops and their iPads. Surely they just wheel one of them over, took it to Ali, yeah, and let him just play Mario Kart or whatever whilst Liverpool are attacking. Because he literally stood there for 2 hours, pretty much, without anything to do at all. Let him play Mario Kart. Let him have, you know what? Let him have a VR. Let him have them Apple virtual reality goggles like this, yeah? And he's knocking about playing virtual reality games because he doesn't need to be in the net. There's no point. Burnley had no intention of attacking. They came maybe the most Stoke team we've played this season, and we played Newcastle Stoke and we played Arsenal Stoke as well. So they had no intention of attacking whatsoever, and they still lost. So Alisson, 10. You're beautiful. I love you. I love your new goalie kit. It looks amazing. I want to buy it. I want to wear it every day. I want to wear it to work tomorrow. I loved it. Ali, 10 for doing nothing. Right, Szoboszlai. He started at right back. He moved into the middle later in the game. I thought he was... First half was pretty dead, wasn't it, really, from Liverpool? Actual performance, we were quite slow. It was a bit like... we gotta play Burnley. I don't really want to. I guess I'll do this. I guess I'll do that. It was a little bit laboured. Szoboszlai was one of the most energetic players in the first half, and second half he was pretty good as well. I think he was one of our better players overall in the 90 minutes. I wish he'd have scored that free kick. It was a little bit too close for him. I personally thought Wirtz should have took it. It was a little bit too close, and you saw that when he hit it over. But in reality, he knew what was coming. We all knew what was coming, didn't we? We all knew what was coming. And Szoboszlai was just delaying the inevitable. And that's truly what it is. It's inevitable at this point that Arne Slot's tricky Reds will come through. We'll welcome Scott Parker to the Arne Slot Penitentiary, and we'll move on to the next game, which is Everton. But Szoboszlai, again, brilliant performance, I would say. Not quite the levels that he has been. But again, another driving force. Great strike from distance that Dubravka had to save. I'll give him, I don't know, 8 or 7. I'll go 8 because we won. If we'd have drawn, it was a 7 probably, but we won, so 8. Happy days. Right, Konate. Well, first thing I've got to say about Konate is we had that beautiful green kit on, which looked absolutely amazing. Today. It was the best part of the game, to be honest, until Salah's goal. What a beautiful kit that is. My word. I want that as well. I'll be getting that. Put it on the Crimbo list there, that one. He looked huge in that green kit. We had the green giant knocking around at centre-back. Every time he got the ball, the loudspeakers at Burnley, ho, 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 green giant. But no, it was Konate. It wasn't the green giant. It was Ibu Konate knocking around at centre-back with nothing to do except from every now and then pass the ball to Van Dijk. That was basically all he did. I actually thought he used the ball pretty well, to be honest, because, he's our worst player on the ball of the team, especially when we're trying to break an attack down. He's not really got the line-breaking passes in him, but he didn't give it away, and that's the most important thing. And he also did a good job of not fouling, and I think Liverpool as a team did a good job of this in the second half, especially. When we'd lose the ball, we didn't foul Burnley. We were really smart. We knew they were going to give us the ball back because they're utterly shit, right? But we managed to just let them give it us rather than fouling and then having to deal with a free kick and waste more time. So I'm giving him credit for that. So the Green Giant today, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was all right. He just looked absolutely massive in that kit. Honestly, about 25 foot tall. Yeah, it was like we had the Twin Towers at centre-back today, Van Dijk and Konate, I swear. They were huge, both of them. But Ibu especially, the Green Giant there. 7 for Ibu. And we'll go to Van Dijk. So, what can you say about Van Dijk that you haven't already said about Konate? I mean, not a lot, really. Because we didn't have to do any defending. I should say, actually, we've just obviously talked about Konate, but the corners that we had today, Van Dijk and Konate both had chances to score from from them, especially first half. We're putting good corners in. Gakpo was taking them. Ibu should have scored one. Van Dijk almost got to a couple. But generally, I think he had a good game. Like, he didn't have any defending to do, guys, so it's hard to judge him, really. But the bits that he did have to do, there was a little bit in the first half where their lad got one-on-one with him. I don't know if anyone remembers. They had a breakaway. Their lad got one-on-one. Carragher was rubbing his hands together, thinking, "Oh, yay, Burnley having an attack. Yay, yay, it's a Burnley attack. I can't wait to speak about how good Burnley have been." That was Carragher. But Van Dijk actually managed to get a foul. That's how good Van Dijk is one-on-one. The striker actually fouled him. It was a one-on-one, and Van Dijk won a free kick. So brilliant defending. He did a bit more in the second half where they had a breakaway and he just snuffed it out. He's just elite. And at the end, we had one defender on by the end, which was him. So, I mean, we had the fullbacks, but they were basically up front. So Van Dijk at the back on his own. Yeah, happy days. 7 as well. I can't give him any worse than Ibu, can I? He was basically the same. So I give him a 7. Right, next player is Kerkez. Weird game for Kerkez. Weird game. And people, obviously, in the media, right? If Liverpool don't win a game 10-0 this season and the other team doesn't touch the ball, we have 100% possession. I've worked it out. This year, the media are going to be like, Liverpool played so bad. Liverpool this, Liverpool that. They're desperate to tell us how bad we are. We're the only team to have won all our games. We're top of the league. And yet, as you listen to everybody, we're terrible. And that'll be the narrative they run this week. They'll peddle it this week. Should Robbo be playing? Should Robbo be playing? Now, we'll get to Robbo later. I want to talk about Kerkez. Slot brings Kerkez off because he's worried he's going to get a red card, right? So, the dive. It's a dive. He legs on the floor, okay? He just jumps on the floor like he's doing, what's it called? What's the gymnastics where you roll around on the ground? That's a thing. Tumble. He's doing tumble. That's the one. Mr. Tumble there, running around, rolling on the floor, doing roly-polies. Gets booked. Okay, right. I admit it's a dive. Okay, but the referees never, ever book players for diving anymore. Ever. Right? We'll watch United City after this. Okay? Watch how many times Bruno Fernandes jumps on the floor. Okay? They won't book him. But Kerkez gets booked. Okay, fair enough. Then he makes a foul on the halfway line. It was a questionable foul. Okay, maybe it could be given, maybe not. But I was really surprised that Slot brought him off, to be honest, even at that point. Proactive management from Slot, so you have to give him credit for that. And obviously, it's a first half sub, so everyone loses their mind. I think it was the right decision, to be honest. I'd have probably brought him off at half time. The reason why is just purely because you saw how the game went. We just don't want to get to a point where we put ourselves at a disadvantage we don't need to be at by getting that red card. So I see why he did it. For that reason, I can't give Kerkez any more than really a 4. I don't think. I actually thought he was doing all right before the dive. He was getting forward. Gakpo was linking up with him better. On the dive, he gets to a good spot. I thought he was playing pretty good. But yeah, 4. And I'm warning you right now, guys. Everyone this week is going to be saying, Kerkez is rubbish. Kerkez is this. Kerkez is that. He's not rubbish. He got brought off to stop him getting a red. And he's 21 years old. So don't have your heads fall off. It's fine. It's fine. It's sound. Don't worry. Kerkez is still a good player. But 4 for today. Right. Gravenberch. The best player on the pitch. The best player. Shall we move on? No. Seriously, this guy is just going from strength to strength. Every game, he gets better and better. He was the only one in the first half. Szoboszlai a little tiny bit, who seemed to realise that we actually might need to play fast to beat Burnley today. The turns, wow. It's he's on a swivel all game long. His head is just constantly rotating like a spinning top because he can see everything around him. He knows exactly where to turn, where to touch the ball. Really, really good performance again from Gravenberch. Yeah, he was bamboozling all the Burnley midfielders, which, let them off. They are all part-time farmers, so fair enough. They don't really know what happens when a proper footballer comes to Turf Moor and starts doing turns and touches and looking neat and tidy, blah, blah, blah. All they want to do is belt the ball long and in the crowd chant about how the same old scouts is always cheating. A brilliant chant there from Burnley. Thank you very much for that one, everybody. And I hope you had a really good day out today in the rain. Permanently raining at Turf Moor, by the way. Hope you enjoyed sitting there for 95 minutes, watching your team get battered with no possession and then losing in the last minute. It's just, I thrive off this, guys. I love it so much. Gravenberch, excellent. Nearly scored a volley. Was our best player. I give him a 9. I give him a 9. He wasn't like, look, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 performance, but it was a good performance. A very good performance. I'll give him a 9. He was our best player. And that's as simple as it gets. So Gravenberch 9. McAllister. Now, I didn't think McAllister should have started this game because of his international duties. I think I was right, to be honest. Not that he was like looking bad. He just kept giving the ball away, maybe uncharacteristically, overhitting his passes. And then, of course, one of the Burnley ogres just leathers him in the middle. Absolutely leathers him. It's always McAllister, the poor lad. Honestly, he's like, if anyone read Beano back in the day, he's like that one fella in Beano who always got like hurt, like he was unlucky. I can't remember his name. What was his name? If anyone remembers his name, drop it in the comments. It was like unlucky Al or something like that. It's definitely not unlucky Al, but if anyone knows, that's who it was. Because McAllister always gets battered all game long. Always on the end of the bad tackles. I'm thinking of the Tarkovsky one last year. Rolls his ankle pretty bad and managed to play on. But yeah, brought off at half time. I think he gave the ball away a little bit too much for my liking. So I'll give him a 5. I think he was a little bit below average today. Want to see him get up to speed a bit more. I think we need him. We'd done well with him in the second half when it was really tight and we had those tight areas to play in. But I think he did okay to play on. I was pleased to see that he managed to play through the challenge, but hopefully he's not injured and we just brought him off for precaution, really. Right. Florian Wirtz is next up. I thought Wirtz in the second half looked like he was the one who was going to open the door for Liverpool. His influence was growing again. It was quite similar to the Arsenal game, really, how he was growing into the game second half. We got to see a little bit more of him in those tight areas. A couple shots he had, a couple dangerous looking ones that got blocked on, again, dare I even say the word block, Jamie Carragher will be at my house like rubbing his hands together again. Oh, a block! Oh, Burnley! Honestly, every time they blocked a shot, this guy was losing his mind over there. Had his full Burnley kit on with shin pads and everything. Listen, it was Wirtz again, not setting the world on fire. And this is another player like Kerkez. Because he was 100 million, if he doesn't play like Messi every game, everybody is going to be going mad online. Don't read it. Okay, I am not even online. Okay, I research all this stuff online, sure. But I'm not on Twitter and all that, reading what people think of our players after the game. Especially not United fans, Arsenal fans, City fans. I don't care. Okay, because you just watch and judge what you see in front of you. So don't listen to all these idiots on Twitter called like, I don't know, Reinders Magic 191. Don't listen to any of them, right? I thought he was pretty good. Not amazing, not terrible. I thought he was just kind of decent. So for me, I'm giving him a 7 because I think he looked like someone who could unlock the defence, and I don't think we should have brought him off. I think that was a mistake. He wins the free kick that gets the fella sent off. Leslie Ugochukwu, see you later, mate. Wins that foul. That was a nice turn. Had a little bit of play where he fakes the shot, comes back, goes back on his right foot again, hits it just wide. Nearly set Ekitike up with in the first half where he took a really good touch and squared it across the box. And Ekitike, if he was alert, maybe could have got it. Yeah, I thought he was okay. So I'm giving him a 7. Still desperate for that first goal. It's gonna hit like crack. I tell you, it's gonna knock my head off. It's gonna be like a bloody Mountain Dew Baja Blast. If any of you have ever been to Taco Bell and had one of them things, wow. Oh, wow. Those things are intense. That's going to be what Florian Wirtz's first goal is going to be like. 7 for Wirtz. Right. Mo Salah. Well, it's a 10 out of 10, isn't it, guys? It's a 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter how bad he was. And let me tell you, he was bad. He was crap. Like rubbish. Again, every time he gets the ball, floating out of play for a goal kick. Here comes Salah. Oh, good. Salah's got the ball. Floated out of play for a goal kick. What the hell, Mo? Why are you doing this to me, man? What is this? He's even cut his hair. I'm thinking maybe this is now. Maybe this is now the time. Okay? Salah gets the ball. Heavy touch. No. Salah gets the ball. Kicks it out of play. Damn it, Salah. Okay? Until the last minute. Now, when Liverpool get the penalty, be honest with yourselves. Did you think he was going to score? Did you think he was going to score? I knew he'd take the penalty. No doubt in my mind. It doesn't matter how many penalties Salah misses for us. He is always taking our pens. I think we've learned that now. Right? And that's why. Because he levers the thing in the top corner. So brave of him to go high again. Oh, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing, chaps. I'm buzzing. Top corner. Dubravka. Wrong way. That's the wrong way, mate. Have you not got a little bottle like Pickford to look at where does Salah go for his pens? What's going on? Keeps the composure to finish it off. I thought he was going to score. I'll be so honest with you. I know it's easy to say now. I thought he was going to score because that's what these players are made for. This is why these players are elite players, because they're made for these moments. Mo Salah's a senior man on our team now. So is Van Dijk. These two are the senior players. Sort of the Godfather-like figures embedding the Liverpool culture that they've learned themselves from the old guard into these new players. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Wirtz, Alisson the same. He's also a Godfather-like figure at Liverpool now. And Salah is showing, again, another example of why he is a Liverpool legend. Yes, it's a penalty. Yes, he played bad in the game. But he's the match winner for the mighty Reds. And that's why he gets a 10 from me. Because I'm absolutely buzzing and Burnley did my head in. 10. And if you disagree, then you're probably a rival fan. And if you agree, I love you. Thank you very much for watching. Right, Hugo Ekitike. He struggled a little bit, I think, Hugo Ekitike, in this game. Just a bit quiet, to be honest. Like, not having an influence on the game. And I wonder if that's a little bit to do with the fact that he's never seen a team play like Burnley before in his life. He's never played in the Premier League, and a lot of, especially in Germany, the smaller teams, they don't play like the small teams in England do. They still step forward, they still try and attack. Burnley had zero intention of attacking today. Honestly, zero. They were so not concerned with attacking at all. And so, I think he struggled with the lack of space, maybe. I loved it when he gets the ball wide. He made a good run. Van Dijk found him in behind. He gets the ball on the left-hand side. He does that little step over he does with his right foot onto his left. He's really, really good at that. Gets away from his defender and toe poked it. The problem was, we then needed Hugo Ekitike in the box to tap Hugo Ekitike's crossing. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. No one else was there. It nearly goes in at the back post. But yeah, I think he struggled a little bit. And it was kind of ironic because we bring Chiesa on. And we'll get to Chiesa later, of course. But Chiesa comes on with his first touch. Got a head-in chance that maybe Ekitike would have loved. He would have scored it. He didn't get a chance while he was on the pitch to shoot. We didn't see much from him. But I don't think he played bad. So for that reason, I'm giving him a flat 6. Because I don't think he was awful. I don't think he was great. I think he was just there, really. And it's a shame that we didn't have our 125, 130 million pound striker on the bench to bring on for him. But in the end, we didn't need it. So that's sound, I guess. Gakpo played on the left wing, obviously. Last outfield player that started the game for Liverpool. I don't know. I always find Gakpo kind of hard to rate. Because it feels to me like Gakpo is very much a numbers player. And what I mean by that is, he rarely affects the game, Gakpo, without getting a goal or an assist. If he gets a goal and assist, you know that he's done something good. Like, he's always cutting off the wing and scored a good shot. He's put a really good cross in. But other than that, like, he's never the second guy for an assist. He's never, like, beating players and creating chances. So when he doesn't come away with any numbers, it's hard to judge him, I think, because he's so much of, like, an output player rather than a build-up type player, like what we might see with, like, Allister or someone like that. I do think today he did pretty well. He was legging Walker down the line a bit. By the way, Kyle Walker can fuck off. I hate that guy. Gakpo was legging him down the wing, but I'll be lying if I said I didn't want Gakpo brought off on about 75 minutes and bring Rio on. And we'll get to Rio later, and I'll explain why. But, yeah. Taking a few many shots that were going nowhere near the goal. Corners were good. Corners were really good. Especially in the first half, really good corners. But not a great performance, like nothing crazy. And yeah, I wanted him to be took off towards the end. So I think it's a 6, guys. I don't think I can give him anything higher than a 6. So yeah, we're going with that. And I'll go on to Andy Robbo, who came on in the first half. And to be honest, I actually thought was pretty good. Amazingly, he comes on, and it was like this fella had been to the school of Robbie Carlos over the international break, because he gets the ball, nutmegs someone, and outside of the foot, curls one at the goal. If that had gone in, well, you know what time it was. It was undies on the head time. It didn't go in. It went harmlessly to the goalkeeper. But I actually thought Robbo was pretty good. I think he injected some intensity into the game, which we needed. Again, he's another senior player. He's been in these type of games countless times in England. Maybe we needed that a little to sort of get everyone, come on, guys, come on. Get going. Which is what he did. He's injected that pace, that impetus into our play. Listen, the corner at the end of the game, we have to talk about it. The last corner we had right before we win the penalty was possibly the worst corner I've seen since Iago Aspas against Chelsea in 2014 or whenever that was. It was so bad. It didn't get off the ground. And if we'd have drawn the game, I'd have throttled him, I tell you. But it doesn't matter. Also, his crosses. How many times did Gakpo run down the wing, lay it back to Robbo, and then Robbo would over-hit the ball over the back post? How many times? It was the Hendo special, right? Henderson was amazing at that when he played for us. Robbo now taking it on board, over-hitting it every time. All that said, I think he was pretty good, so I'm going to give him a 7. I know I've just criticised him, but I think he played well. And people are always saying he should start the next game. And to be honest, I think he probably should. I think he should start against Atletico Madrid. Midweek game, give him that start. But he might not. He might play against Everton, but he's going to start one of those next two, I would say. So I give Robbo a 7. Okay, Conor Bradley also came on at half time, so we got a full half from Bradley, and I thought he was good as well. I think he helped us. I don't know. Szoboszlai's fine at right back, obviously, and we've seen how good he can play when he's playing right back. But I think he helped us second half in just his simplifying the position, I think, a little bit. Whereas, Szoboszlai, when he's been playing right back, we've been making him play centre mid, sort of really join the attack high at the pitch, but then get back to right back. I think we simplified it a little and just made Bradley sort of, you run up and down the wing, Connor. That's what you do. And that helped us. I think he was good on the ball. I think there was one that he gave away on the edge of the box, which was bad. But other than that, I think he used the ball really well. He nearly got in when Chiesa laid him in. I think he did well. I think he helped us going forward. So, although not much in terms of like actual, output to show for his performance, I think he did well when like Burnley would eventually get the ball forward and they're in the corner. There was one instance and all they wanted was a foul. You could see how clearly they wanted a foul, and he was able to just not foul, win the ball and play, and we got playing again, and that was key in this game. It really was. So I'm giving Bradley a 7 as well. Well played, Connor lad. 7 for you. Nice to have you back. Chiesa comes on next. We're about 20 minutes of Chiesa. He goes up front. First thing he does, gets a header, almost scores. Oh, it would have been beautiful. It would have been full Divock Origi type stuff if he scored again. Another late winner. He's cut his hair. Absolute shame. Gutted about that. His hair was majestic. It really was. But he's cut that, so gutted. And then the only other thing that he really did was the ball gets played into him, and he played a lovely ball around the corner, which almost got Bradley in. It was really close. But other than that, not a lot really. Pretty quiet performance, and didn't end up getting a real chance to score. Yeah, so it's nothing more than a 6. I can't give many more than a 6, and we'll just move swiftly on to Rio and Gamoa. I was desperate for Rio to come on because I could see how much the game was turning into a one-on-one type game. We were getting the ball out wide. Salah, who was like, legs were just all over the gaff. Terrible. And then Gakpo, who was getting sick and tired of taking on Walker. We needed to bring Rio on, a 1v1 specialist. Right. He had the ball, I think, twice. Okay, first one, he does 87 step-overs at the speed of light and gets the ball into the box. Okay, nothing comes of it, but still, he takes his man on straight away. That's what we want. Second one, he's running into the box. Okay, what's he going to do? He picks out Frimpong, brilliant pass. Frimpong gets a shot on target. We almost score. It's those moments that show you the quality that this guy has. He's going to be some player for Liverpool. We know that. Slot's obviously being careful with him. I thought he made an impact. He only played about 5 minutes. I thought he made another impact. So for me, he gets a 7. Look, he's so young, okay? He's so young. We have to be careful with his minutes, I understand. But I think these games are ones where he can make an impact, one-on-one type games. And that's what he did here. So, Rio, tonight, mate, go home, have a lemonade, you know, have a dairy milk. Enjoy your night, lad. You've enjoyed it. You've earned it. I mean, 7 for you. You got the Golden Sky seal of approval. Well done. And then finally, Frimpong. Nice to have him back. He comes on. At this point in time, we had 87 million attackers on the pitch. Frimpong went up front, basically. Went right wing. Nearly scored. Had a good shot. Well, had a decent chance where he couldn't really get the angle to shoot with his right foot. Keeper saved it easily. We win the corner. Robbo messes up the corner. The ball breaks to Salah. We win the penalty. So really, Frimpong won the game for us. Nice to see him. Didn't really do a lot though, did he? But who cares, lads? I'm absolutely buzzing. Liverpool have won. Top of the league. 12 out of 12. 4 out of 4. Now, I'm going to go and enjoy the Manchester derby. So, Frimpong's allowed me to enjoy the Manchester derby. I'm going to give Frimpong a 7. Purely because I feel like it. And that, ladies and gents, is the end of the match ratings. So, if you did watch to this point, please do drop a like on the video, comment away on the video as well. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anybody's ratings. And if you do, what would you give to players? Subscribe to the channel as well if you did enjoy the ratings. These are going to be out after every single game we play this year. As early and as raw reactions as I can possibly give you. Trying to remember as much as I can from the game off the top of my head. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back later in the week for a tactical breakdown of the game. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Because we do have Atletico on Wednesday. So it might be Tuesday. It might be Monday. Who knows? The point is, lads, Liverpool have won again. Go and enjoy your nights. Enjoy the Manchester derby. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'll speak to you all in the next one. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Goodbye.